Welcome to another episode, everyone. Rapper The Game, crashes out on Blacc Sam. Nipsey Hussle's brother says that Blacc Sam is no longer picking up his phone calls. Well, people are surmising why this may be. He also crashes out on Kendrick Lamar. Says Kendrick Lamar is not picking up his phone calls. Many say it's because of his relationship with Drake, and this is why. But The Game is just out here losing it and saying Blacc Sam, he doesn't bother anyone. He minds his own business, and he's cool with everyone. He's just a man grieving his brother's death. And if you're chilling with or hanging out with individuals that have spoken against his brother, then yeah, chances are he's not going to be bothered with you on no level whatsoever. He's that loyal and that dedicated to his brother, even though his brother has passed. And The Game is pretty much doing this, and he's wondering why he's not responding to him or his phone calls.
Nobody ain't gonna do that. So it's like all the capping, all the disrespect on my name, you got to be kidding me. After the work I put in, cut the shit. Cut the shit. I call face with my own homies to take Nipsey on tour.
Man, The Game just put Kendrick Lamar and Blacc Sam on notice, and this might be one of the funniest why you ain't answering my phone situations in hip-hop. Game is basically saying, I helped Kendrick early, I took Nipsey on tour, I showed these dudes love, so why can't I get anybody on the phone?
Yeah, why can't I get anybody on the phone? Game just said, I caught fights then with my own homies to take Nipsey Hussle on tour. So The Game, who is a blood, is saying that his own homeboys had a problem with Nipsey Hussle, Nipsey Hussle, or with him taking Nipsey Hussle on tour. And he stood up for Nipsey so much that he fought his own homeboys to say, no, this is my guy, I'm taking with him, I don't care what y'all say. So he said he went against his own crew for Nipsey Hussle, and now Blacc Sam, he says, cut the shit. Blacc Sam won't even take his phone call. After he stuck his neck out there for Nipsey Hussle, that he really has his back. Okay, well, let's see why. Maybe perhaps Blacc Sam will not take his phone call.
And now the internet is looking at Game like, bro, you sure you don't know why? Because this story gets real interesting. When you had Drake, Wack 100, and the history between everybody.
Own homies to take Nip on tour. But I can't seem to get in touch with Blacc Sam to holler at him, though. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I put Kendrick on his first mixtape. I took Kendrick on tour. I show Kendrick nothing but love. But I can't get on the phone with him. I ain't gonna call him today. I ain't no hoe. I'ma just let you know that there ain't no static, so you hear it from my voice from this ain't between us. Top dog, I can call on the phone. I can call, and everybody know that I ain't holding my tongue for nobody. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. Because what's the worst that can happen to it on this planet? He gonna die. But ain't that the inevitable? Nobody living, nothing living, not a flower, not a roach, not a butterfly, nothing living will leave here alive. That's my passion.
So Game was talking about his relationship with Kendrick and made it clear from his perspective that there's no beef. He said that he put Kendrick on his early music, took him on tour and showed him love. But apparently, The Game can't get Kendrick on the phone. And Game basically said he's not about to keep calling somebody every day. And I can't even lie, that's hilarious because regular people handle it like this. Yo, call me back when you get a chance. Rappers handle it like, since you didn't answer, I'm gonna tell the entire internet. Here's why people are paying attention. Game is also maintaining a relationship with Drake.
When the whole thing popped off, everybody was like, you supposed to be with the West Side. And I was like, we are the most segregated culture in hip hop. Y'all want to say we supposed to be so West Side, but before you drive by the ops hood with your window down and yell out, "Where y'all from, cuz?" Is it about the West Side end?
Or is it about
your section or how you feel in that moment? Right? Y'all ain't doing that. So let me do me on my type of time, and I'm gonna let you know how you should walk accordingly when you have camaraderies or.
Everybody knows what happened between Drake and Kendrick. So even though The Game said there's no beef, Kendrick might simply be on that, I don't have beef with you, I just don't need to talk to you. There's a difference. But then Game brought up Blacc Sam, and this is where things get even crazier. Game reminded everybody that he's had history with Nipsey Hussle and says he actually fought his own people over taking Nipsey on tour. Game's point is basically, I was showing Nip love before he became a superstar, and everybody knows. But now, Game says he can't.
Okay, that may be true. First of all, Nipsey Hussle ended up being at least on the same level as The Game, I would think, right? For a time at least. And by now, who knows where Nipsey Hussle would be? Like, who knows where Tupac Shakur would be, for that matter. By now, a billionaire perhaps. And it may be that the game was there for Nipsey Hussle at Nipsey Hussle's inception into the game. Fine. Blacc Sam is probably saying right now at this point, nevertheless, you're hanging out with individuals that are disrespecting my brother, and I'm going to see you in the same light that I see them. If they're disrespecting my brother and you're hanging out with them, then I'm going to take it as if you're sanctioning this. You're okay with this. An enemy of my enemy is a friend of mine, and a friend of my enemy is an enemy of mine. Your friends, and Kendrick Lamar has this big old beef going with Drake. At least he did. Of course, the beef went viral. Kendrick Lamar's song went viral. And you're still hanging out with Drake. Not only that, you're separating yourself, saying it has nothing to do with me. And then you're talking about how come Kendrick Lamar is not taking your phone call. Man, do the damn math.
Even reach Blacc Sam. And that's where the internet immediately started connecting the dots, because there's already been tension surrounding Gang's relationship with Nipsey's camp, including the situation involving the song World Tours. Wack 100 also publicly criticized Blacc Sam over the situation.
Nip is a musical legend. You tripping.
He had one album out in 7 years that did 50,000 copies. I can't do that, so what do we call Dr. Dre?
So now that Game is saying, why won't Sam answer me? The internet like, Gang, maybe you need to ask Wack 100, because you can't have your people publicly going at somebody and then be shocked when the person's phone mysteriously stops working when your number gets called. A fan explains why Kendrick Lamar and Blacc Sam probably don't like the game. He said the game let Drake diss Kendrick Lamar 100. Then he brought Drake to Compton for the 100 video shoot. He said he started Prolific Records after Nip died, and Sam steered clear the Nip feature on Born to Rap. He also said the game be saying no Nip slander will be tolerated, and did nothing when Wack 100 slandered Nip. He also does nothing when Blacc Sam gets dissed by Wack 100, and Kendrick Lamar saw all the above and doesn't like it. Then the game was hyping and supporting Drake dissing Kendrick Lamar, and the whole way he be moving be acting funny. At the end of the day, Blacc Sam don't play when it comes to his brother Nipsey Hussle. Remember that time he got emotional when he was on a podcast with Gilly and Wallow?
To be understood on a human level, I think it's for me to, the only thing that kind of like helps me day by day, but thinking you understand everything, or you thought you understood everything, it'll have you fucked up. Right. Just cause shit don't make sense, but I think, just knowing, man, we all gotta go.
Spider-Lo then chimed in and added his two.
Yeah, and that's what I always think about when I think about Blacc Sam, is how emotional he always seems to be in these interviews. I never see him smile, I never see him laugh, as I've said before, ever. Understandable, but it's just an illustration of how close he was with Nipsey Hussle, with his brother, and how close he still is, how he still feels that connection, how he feels his absence, his death. That man feels it to the core, period. He will never be the same, man. It's unfortunate.
2 cents about the game not being able to get in touch with Blacc Sam and Lamar. He then said the game never put anybody on, and he was never one who actually helped artists from the West Coast.
I think Game been around long enough where, he told me long time ago in regards to G-Unit that, it was cool when he figured out it was just business. Or I can't understand for the life of me why he would be making these type of public speeches. And he often talks about who he took on tour and put on a mixtape on My Mama. And he seems to remember things different than the rest of us. Game was not known for putting nobody on. Oh, My Mama. Cuz did not move like that. To this extent that he has never, ever included me on none of his situations when he was coming up. Y'all can read it as well. Let's see what this says. This says here, the game weeks after Nipsey died, exploiting Nipsey's name for profit by making prolific records and clothing. The game is really doing its best to profit off Nipsey Hussle. LOL, he's sick. Even Nip's friends are mad about it. So, okay, he did. I remember that. Hey, what y'all got to say? I was on him about that at that time, too. Oh, my mama.
Now let's be clear. Kendrick and Blacc Sam have not
So they saying that the game is trying to profit off of Nipsey Hussle. That's how it goes. Someone dies, everyone has their hands out, or everyone is going to be accused, or a lot of people are going to be accused of not caring about this individual, only caring about saying his name to profit off of him or profit off of his name. You didn't care about him when he was here. I'm not sure exactly of the game and Nipsey's relationship. I know that they had a relationship, as he just said. He fought his own homies, according to the game, as you heard come out of his own mouth, to take Nipsey Hussle on tour. And he's upset, as we also just heard, that Blacc Sam is now not answering his call. He's telling Blacc Sam to cut the shit. And he's also upset with Kendrick Lamar. Said that he put Kendrick Lamar on his first mixtape. And now he can't get him on the phone. He said, man, I'm not no female. I'm not about to keep calling nobody. But it's like, what the hell's going on? And again, some people are pointing out, well, you're hanging out with Drake and the other guy, and so that's why these dudes are, I don't know. What say you? What do you think? Why are these individuals not returning the game's phone call? Because apparently, as he just said, neither one of them, Kendrick Lamar or Blacc Sam, will return his call. That he cannot get either one of them on the phone. And clearly, he believes he should be able to. That I don't know that they owe him something. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say that he believes that they owe him something, but he's saying, hey, I did this for Nipsey, and Kendrick, I put you on your first mixtape. So maybe, when people start bringing up that sort of stuff, and they're saying, hey, yeah, man, how can you do this? You owe me. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. The game going off. Says he can't get these individuals on the phone, that they didn't win Hollywood on them. Oh, my goodness. Stay safe and stay free, people.